strategy that will help you understand the market a little bit better, and also to simplify your trading while you're making good money within the market. And this strategy involves the use of trend lines and also support and resistance. Now, it's very important that when you are trading within the market, you use confluence, because it is not advisable to only look at one single indication that the market is going to go to the upside and rely on that indication and actually put your money on the line and think that the market will go in your projected direction. What you rather want to do is use multiple confluence to help you in identifying where the market is going to be going. So when price is actually at your horizontal support and also your diagonal support, that is a very strong indication that the market will actually push to the upside. And when price is actually at your horizontal resistance and also your diagonal resistance, there are very high chances that the market will push to the downside when it actually hits that level. And I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to do that using this simple strategy. Now, the very first thing that you want to do within the market is to identify areas where price made a support and a resistance level. Now, a very good example of this would be this level right here. Price actually made a support level, and this was a resistance level and a resistance level. The reason why we're calling this a resistance level is because price couldn't break above this level, and price also struggled breaking above that level right there, and price actually made a support level right there, because as soon as price actually came to that level, it started pushing to the upside. Now, the reason why you want to do something like this is because it will give you strong confluence when you actually join with your trend lines to tell you where the market is going. Now, the very next thing to do after identifying a level where price was making multiple touches, where you have both your support and resistance level, is to utilize your trend lines. So we can clearly see that right here, price was making higher highs and higher lows. And we have another inner trend line right here where price is making higher highs and higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And as soon as the market actually comes to this level right here, this key level that we identified, that's when you will start seeing that the market touches this level and pushes to the upside. So when I go to a smaller time frame like our H1, that's when you will realize that price actually came to our key level and started pushing all the way to the upside. Can clearly see that we had an impulsive move, a correction, an impulsive move, a correction, an impulsive move, a correction. And when price started playing at this level, that's when you would actually start taking your long positions to push with the market to the upside. And this would have been a very strong confluence that the market wants to continue pushing to the upside. Now, another example that I can show you guys is this specific level right here. When I stretch out this zone, you can clearly see that we had a support level right here because price couldn't break this level to the downside. And we also had another support level right here where price actually pushed to the upside, and we had a resistance level right here, another resistance level right here. When price actually started pushing all the way to the upside, it came to this level that we actually identified all the way from the back. And when we draw our diagonal support, our trend line like this, when this trend line actually joins with this support level right here, we know that price is likely to push to the upside because this is very strong confluence that the market will continue pushing to the upside. Price did not only come to our horizontal support, but it also came to our diagonal support, and that served as strong confluence that the market will continue pushing to the upside. And that's exactly what happened when we got to that specific zone right there. I want us to go all the way back. I actually want to show you guys other examples of how you could actually utilize the strategy to have good trades within the market. When I actually look all the way from the back, we can clearly see that we had a support level right here. And when I stretch out this level, we can clearly see that we had strong resistance levels right here where price was actually struggling to push above this level. When I look from the back, I see that this was a very strong support level right here. Price came to this level and it quickly pushed all the way to the upside, and this was a resistance level because price could not break above this level right here. Price was actually struggling to break above this level, and this gives us the indication that it is a very strong resistance level and price is struggling to break above it. So if it actually happens that price breaks above this specific level and it also aligns with the trend line, it will serve as good indication that the market will push to the upside. Now, the next thing that you want to do is to identify your trend line. You can clearly see that from the lower side, when we connect this lower point and push to the upside, we have multiple touches that are actually pushing to the upside. Our very first touch is right here, and our second touch is right here. Our third touch is right here, and our very last touch was right here. So this is where you would actually start taking your trades. But I can clearly see that the market actually gave us the very first trade right here when it broke above this level and actually gave us this counter move right here before it started pushing all the way to the upside. So as long as price actually aligns with your horizontal support and your diagonal support, that's when you can actually start taking your trade. We can clearly see that we have a touch right here, another touch right here, and a third touch right here, and it also aligns with our horizontal support. That's when you can actually start taking your buy to push with the market to the upside. And we also have another touch right here. Price is actually above a strong level that we identified from all the way at the back, and it actually aligns perfectly with our trend line. We have multiple touches that are pushing to the upside, and when price actually came to this key zone right here, we knew that this would be a very strong level for us to actually start placing our long positions to push with the market to the upside, and this would have been a beautiful trade to push with the market to the upside. Price actually pushed all the way up. It came back for a corrective move, and it continued pushing all the way up, giving us a nice buy to the upside. And that's exactly how you do it. Identifying key levels within the market shouldn't be difficult. All you need to do is to look at a level where price was making multiple touches, both to the upside and to the downside. That is your indication that it is a area of value within the market, and it is a sensitive level within the market. When that specific level perfectly aligns with your trend line, it'll give you a strong confluence or indication that the market wants to push in your direction. So if price is actually touching multiple times on a support level, both your horizontal and your diagonal support, there are very strong chances that the market will actually push to the upside. And when we are looking at a downtrend where price is touching both your horizontal resistance and also your diagonal resistance to the downside, there are very high chances that price will push to the downside and give you strong sells to push to the downside. I actually want to show you guys an example on a downtrend and how you would actually do this. So when I actually stretch out this zone like this, you can clearly see that price has been making multiple touches right here, and this was a very strong horizontal support where price kept pushing to the upside and struggling to push below this level. And this also served as a resistance level because price was struggling to push above this level, which means that this is a sensitive level within the market. And when we actually draw our trend line, we know that once price perfectly aligns with both our horizontal and our diagonal resistance, there are very strong chances that the market will actually push to the downside. And that's exactly what happened when price actually came to this horizontal resistance right here and also our diagonal resistance. That's when we would actually start preparing our pushes to the downside and push with the market to the downside. And you can clearly see that the market gave us a very strong sell to the downside, and this would have been a beautiful short position to the downside. Like I said, this shouldn't be complicated. It shouldn't be difficult. You want to have a simplistic approach when it comes to the market, because that will allow you to make fewer mistakes and not overanalyze to a point where you do not know what you are doing. Keeping your analysis simple will allow you to focus within the market and to know what you're looking for and not turn you into a chart zombie. I actually want to show you guys the very last example right here. When I actually stretch out this level right here, you can clearly see that this was a support level and this was a resistance level. And when I stretch out this level like this, price came to this level. It was both our horizontal resistance and also our diagonal resistance. And when price actually came to this level, it gave us another nice drop to the downside to actually complete this structure right here. And this would have been another beautiful trade to the downside. I really hope that you guys actually gained value from this video and there's a thing or two that you actually learned from this video. If you did, please do make sure that you leave a thumbs up and you subscribe for more valuable content about Forex trading. If you want to improve your trading, you do want to make sure that you subscribe to this channel, because I will drop regular content to help you guys improve your trading. It's not going to happen overnight. It is something that you actually build on every single day. And it's also about making smaller improvements every single day. This has been another beautiful video, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
You're supposed to put the first 500 in the safe and lose the combination.